So I just want to say thanks to Kuat for making such a badass rack. This thing was on my Sprinter about 2 weeks ago when I was rear-ended on the freeway. It took the impact. I did, lose the rack. It's pretty much toast, and my bike is damaged. My bike is cracked, not because of the rack, but because of the guy who hit me. But if I didn't have this rack in place, he would have impacted my Sprinter directly. So the rack was the sacrificial anode, if you were in the Navy. It sacrificed itself and protected the main vessel. So thank you to Kuat for making such an incredible rack. I'm definitely going to replace this with another one. You can see the damage that it took. It broke off the work stand, it bent the carriage. This obviously is broken. But it would have been worse if I didn't have the rack. He would have just impacted the Sprinter. So happy to replace the rack, and obviously I'm going to need a new bike. This was not the bike that was on the rack at the time. That was my Mozzie, and that bike is cracked in 2 places because of the impact. So highly recommended. Kuat's. I have the 4 bikes set up so the Sprinter doors will open without having to swing the rack out of the way. I cannot open the Sprinter doors right now because the impact bent the rack, so you can see it won't clear the door right now without it scraping. But normally, if I move the rack, no, I can't do it right now. Then I can just open and close the doors while I have 2 bikes on the rack. Obviously, if I need to carry 4 bikes, I put the cradles on here. I just won't be able to open the doors unless I pivot the rack out of the way. And I know Kuat has a new pivot mount. I don't know if it's compatible with the NV 2.0, which is what I have, but Yakima does have a swing arm mount that I believe is compatible with any 2-inch receiver rack, which this one is. So just wanted to show what happened after the rear end impact a few weeks ago. That video is also on YouTube of the actual impact, and extremely glad that I had this rack on, which took all of the impact. Obviously we felt it in the van, and Steve went flying off the seat. Did you have a good flight, Steve? Did you have a good flight? Yeah, I had a good flight, Dad. It was fun. Let's do it again. So thank you, Kuat.